I love bacon, and I love burgers. So why not put two together? Simple math. So one time, me and the fam went to this place to eat things. We found our seats, and soon enough, we are ready to order. The waitress pops up and she's like, "Hey, what you want to order?" And I'm like, "Hey, can I have a burger with bacon?" And she was like, "Sorry, we don't have any more bacon." So I'm like, "Oh, well, that's okay." But that's not the end of the story. Instead of walking away, she said, "Just imagine eating the bacon like this." And I gave her the dirtiest look I've ever given to someone in my life. I wanted bacon, and she was treating me like a 6-year-old. The moral of the story is, bacon is always the best thing to have on your burger. So yeah, I thought that this video would be good to make now because the Minions 2 trailer released. So in 2016, me and my family went to the Universal Studios theme park, and eventually we found this Despicable Me ride and decided to ride it. Now, before the ride, we went into this room to see a short video that explained the story. So Gru was like, "You guys gonna be minions or something, I don't know." So we get our 3D glasses and go into the theater. The ride was one of those rides where the seat you sat in moved depending on what happened on the movie screen. After that stuff, a certain family member, who I shall not name, said, "Wait a minute, we didn't turn to minions." And my parents were like, "Is my child okay?" Although I didn't react, because I was too busy being scared of the guy dressed in the minion costume. And that was my Universal experience. I love Mario. I mean, not in a weird way, but one day I'm on my blue iPad and I see and watch the first trailer for Super Mario Maker. I tell my mom, "I want this." "Ooh, how will I get that game?" Whack. So my mom slaps a piece of paper around the cabinet, and that piece of paper was the sticker chart. If we were good one day, we would get a sticker, and if we got enough stickers, we would get a prize. And my prize was Super Mario Maker. It was beautiful. So I took the disc and yeeted it into my Wii U. I then played it for what seemed like hours, because I did play it for many hours. You might be wondering, "Hey Trace, did you make any levels in Mario Maker 2? Yes, I did. Here are some of the codes. "Hey Dad, I need video ideas." "Try embarrassing me as much as possible." "Oh, okay." Hello everyone. This weird story begins at Disney Quest in Florida. Me and our family went there while we were camping. Disney Quest is a multi-story building full of arcade games and other attractions. This video's main event takes place at a Buzz Lightyear themed ride, where 2 people will be placed in a vehicle. One person will drive the vehicle, and the other shoots cannonballs at other carts. There were many people there. Just kidding. There wasn't really anyone there, so we get in the vehicle and have some fun. So after a while, we exit out of the cart things, and I'm not sure how this happened, but my dad had somehow ripped his pants, showing his underwear. His purple underwear. It wasn't until after Disney Quest that we noticed it, and we started laughing. Now, it doesn't end there. We go into the parking garage, and we go to the elevator. Now, the elevator didn't have regular doors. It had glass doors. So whenever the elevator went past a floor, people would see my dad's purple under trousers. We sometimes mention this story every now and then. Hey, remember when Dad ripped his pants at Disney? Hello, everyone. Me and our family always like to bring up this story every now and then. Hey, Mom, do you remember that time when you ran over a curb at a Dairy Queen drive-thru? Also, just a heads up, I can't draw cars, at all, so this is how I'm gonna draw them. Don't make fun of me. So, anyways, this story starts at Dairy Queen, the old grill and chill. So, anyways, we're in the drive-thru, and SpaghettiOs! Mama's run over the curb! And with great moments come with some pretty amazing quotes, such as, "Oh geez, Trace, we ran over the curb, got a flat tire. Oh God, we're gonna have to pull over. Oh sorry, Trace, we're gonna have to get your ice cream later. Oh geez, we're gonna have to call Dad so then some people can go pick us up. Oh geez. Thank you, I'll be here all night." So anyways, my mom calls a tow truck and eventually they come to the Dairy Queen parking lot and they get the tire all fixed up. And after a while, my mom comes back in the car and says, "We're never going through the drive-thru ever again." Everyone has that one thing that they are afraid of when they are young. And in today's video, I'll talk about 3 things I was afraid of when I was about 5. Our first fear is... Yep. When I was in preschool, the teacher read a book called Mouse Paint. The book was about mice and painting. After that, I had a dream that the mice in the book ruined my house. But worst of all, my parents would blame me for the messy house. Like, why would you do that, God? And then somehow it turned into Ratatouille and I was terrified. Okay, second fear. The Easter Bunny. I was scared of the usual holiday mascots. Besides leprechauns. I wasn't really afraid of leprechauns. It's kind of unsettling that a weird man that you don't know is hiding under a bunny costume. And when I was little, if I ever got close to one of those things, I would scream. The final fear is more people in costume. One time, me and my family went to a theme park called Sesame Place, and while we were there, we found him. Hey Trace, let's take a picture with Emo Elmo. No, Mom, we don't have time. Let's move it. Go, go, go! So nowadays, I'm not afraid of these things anymore. Things that used to scare me are now seen as just regular things to me now. Boo! Ah! Hey guys, I went to PAX East. Oh, you don't like PAX East? Alright, let's get this video started. On Christmas Day of 2019, I got a little cardboard box, and inside of it was a little piece of paper which had PAX East written on it and all sorts of other information. I also got a cat. And then a lot of time later, PAX East happens. After about a 45-minute car ride, me and my dad end up at PAX East. And let me tell you, there was a large line there. Like, there were probably hundreds of people there, maybe like over 1,000 people there. While we were waiting in line, we decided to think about what we should do first, and I said that we should do the Animal Crossing booth first, and we both agreed. But the line for the character meet and greet was really, really long and would probably take an hour to get through, so we decided to look at something else. After a little bit of walking around, we eventually found a booth that caught our eye. Over at that booth, they had a really fun fighting game, and it had quite a lot of buttons on it. And after some of those random games, it was Animal Crossing time! And let me tell you, we were ready. We were ready to wait in line for an hour and 30 minutes. But after that long wait, we were able to play Animal Crossing. Let's rewind a little bit. While me and Dad were waiting in line, me and another person were picked to play Luigi's Mansion 3 on stage. Here are some of the highlights.
Shoot when the targets are all lined up. Basic target's worth 1, gold target's worth 3. At the most points at the end of 3 minutes. Don't do that. There we go, Luigi. First to load a cannonball on the cannon. Oh, Luigi put the first points on the boomer. Taking an early lead over Luigi. Luigi's now getting the flow of things. Luigi already loaded up cannonball number 2. Great time there. There we go, Luigi getting on the board, putting 1 on the board, only down by 1. Luigi already sucking up that ghost. Luigi not far behind. So soon those gold targets will come out. Easy to catch up once those gold targets are in play. Luigi putting another point on the board. Luigi right behind and steals someone else's cannonball. If you shoot your plunger at the cannonball and then use ZR to suck it away. Oh, it's going for the gold. No points. Got the gold target. Oh! Doesn't get the gold target, but grabs 1. All tied up 3-3, a minute 30 remaining. Oh, Luigi just missed that gold target. Oh, Luigi! Grabbing quick 4 points, sliding into the lead. Luigi, now's not the time to get nervous. Plenty of time remaining. Now only down 2. That last round's gonna have like 4 gold targets. Luigi decided not to go for the steal, waited for the next round, and goes. Now only down by 1. 35 seconds, 4 gold targets in play. Oh, huge! Luigi, 14, Luigi, 6. Last 10 seconds. Oh, Luigi having a bit of trouble with that ghost. Not gonna get it loaded in time. Looks like Luigi gonna walk away with this thing. Nicely done. Great show of sportsmanship between these two. Shaking hands. Make sure you use some sanitizer later.
I didn't win, but I did get a Nintendo hat that was free, so that was a plus. And now, on to the Animal Crossing highlights.
Now let me show you how to select it on your hit X. Don't run. If you run, it scares the fish.
And best of all, after we played the Animal Crossing demos, we were able to go to the meet and greet without even having to wait in another line. And yes, I did get to take a picture with Isabel. So, PAX East for me was a pretty enjoyable experience. And, in my opinion, is 10 out of 10, 5 stars, thumbs up, epic game.